this happy place.
Hello, friends, and welcome to our little show. I'm going to say something controversial, and I think it's probably going to get us canceled.
Oh, man. What, 6 episodes, 5 episodes, and we're already done?
I'm not even counting anymore, because this whole thing could fall apart at any moment. It seems to me, after spending some time on the internet, that Disney fans hate Disney. And I don't know why we have to hate on the thing we love so much. There are specific websites whose names I will not mention.
We're not going to mention it?
I would rather not.
Okay.
But if you do know anything about Disney fandom, and particularly the park stuff,
Park stuff's the worst.
you know that there are particular websites that are, I don't know,
Clickbaity.
very clickbaity, very dramatic. And I want to go see if they have any articles right now because I'm talking about them. Because I need to give an example.
They like to use words like closed indefinitely.
Here's one.
Just because a date hasn't been released for when the
Yes.
reopening will be.
Disney World removes historic attraction, closed off indefinitely. Now, this could be actual news of something's down for refurbishment, or something is being rethemed, like Splash Mountain's doing right now.
I mean, it could, in my mind, I would panic and go, historic attraction. I love the Tiki Room. That's one of my favorites. They didn't just close the Tiki Room and they're not going to open it again. Because, like, well, what if they tear it down? I love the Tiki Room. That's so sad. I don't get to go do it again. And then you read the article and you find out that it's not anything at all that would upset you. Or just kind of mild. How many paragraphs do you have to scroll through to find
that's
the,
part of the problem.
gist of
I
this
am calculating.
article?
You can hear my...
I don't even know what that is. No, wait. I was like, what is that? I know the park.
That's a boat.
Well, yeah, but from where? That's not like one of the Epcot decorative boats, is it?
This boat parks next to the American Dream Theater in Epcot, and it is seen backstage in a particular aerial photo. The ship is a historically accurate replica of a 1776 Continental Rum Runner sloop. It typically sits in the World Showcase Lagoon at the American Gardens. Most loyal Disney fans have never even noticed the ship, but it's certainly an impressive sight to see, and is one that gives Disney World guests just a small glimpse into history.
Whose favorite thing about Disney World is the boats outside of the America Pavilion? I think they're great.
Most people can't ride on them. They're
You
for,
can't
like,
touch 'em.
talent.
Yeah.
So, that's a thing. So, we could do a whole episode and a whole game about what does this clickbait article actually mean. It's very dramatic, and it's very much fear-mongering.
Yeah.
Amongst the thing. And then they'll start articles like, Johnny Depp removed from classic film, and it's about him auditioning for The Matrix back in the day. And it's these things that get Disney fans in an uproar.
Get comments, they get clicks, because people don't read the article before they comment. Or they read the article and then they're mad that the article's so misleading.
Look,
and
I
they comment
understand
about
you
that.
gotta make money. I really get it.
Don't make money
But
off of making us feel stupid.
I would absolutely go to your page every day if you posted,
the same picture of a churro.
actual...
I would be I will look at that every day. If you were like, look, this is a picture of a Disney churro from today, I'd be like, fantastic. It's a beautiful churro.
Churro
Thank
of the
you
day.
for the
There's
picture.
an idea.
I would,
If this podcast thing doesn't take off, we're doing the churro Instagram.
I love it. I mean,
So we are going to play a little game today.
oh, no, okay.
And Audrey does not know about this.
Don't. I'm always in the dark.
So I'm going to send something to your phone momentarily.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to have to work on this independently. And I don't know how interesting it's going to be in the meantime. So I am going to have to edit some stuff out, which is always fun for me. I'm treating this almost like a Disney fan personality test. You can tell a lot about a Disney fan by maybe their Spirit jersey or what their favorite attraction is. But this one, I think, is more wide reaching. You don't have to know the parks. You don't have to know the things.
This isn't like Wishes or Happily Ever After.
So let's write 1 through 5 on our sheets here.
Okay, 5.
Pixar shorts. Now this includes the ones that are on the DVDs.
Okay.
This isn't just the theatrical shorts.
Okay.
But this like excludes like specials like the Toy Story Hawaiian
Anything
Vacation,
over 10 minutes. Yeah.
And it doesn't
Olaf's
include
Frozen Adventure.
That's not Pixar.
It's not a Pixar. It's
How
a short.
dare
I'm sorry.
you.
I know it's not Pixar. I was just thinking about shorts. Everybody complained about it being too long.
That which was also a stupid thing. Why do we have to hate on happy things?
It was really cute.
So now I'm getting mad about people getting mad about happy things. So I'm going to start writing my list, and you can start writing your list.
Okay.
But so this is for me. This is my top 5 Pixar shorts.
We're going to take a little break here, so here's something to keep you entertained until we get back.
If you know anything about me, you know I'm a fan of Easter eggs and hidden things. Easily my favorite Disney Easter egg is here in Cars Land in the lobby of the Cozy Cone Motel. They have a bunch of traffic cones, and underneath some of those traffic cones, you can see Buzz Lightyear and Rex, just like that scene in Toy Story 2. And here's another fun fact. Every third blink is slower. Yeah. They thought of everything. Welcome back, everyone. It has been several minutes, and we have our lists here of our top 5 Pixar shorts. I think we start with number 5, and then we alternate back and forth.
Okay.
With when we work our way up to the big reveal like they do in those countdown shows.
Okay.
So who goes first, though? It doesn't matter. I'll go first because it was my idea.
Okay.
My number 5 most favorite Pixar. I'm gonna have to put like drum rolls and stuff under this to make it more dramatic because right now I feel like I'm just shouting into the void. My number 5, my number 5th. That's not a word. Is Lou. Just the idea of him. He's so cute. I want to make one to add to the shelf eventually. Maybe I shall. Number 5 for you?
So Lou was an honorable mention on mine.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will say. I'll go ahead and tell you that because you mentioned it.
Yes.
My number 5 is Jerry's Game.
Yes.
Gary's Game. I don't actually know how you're
think
supposed to
it's
say
Jerry.
it. Okay, I've always said Jerry, but I know it's spelled with a G. I have no idea. But Bug's Life was my favorite as a kid, so I have a lot of like nostalgia. Even though I don't think it's necessarily like the best one ever. It's important to me.
I didn't have Bug's Life on VHS, so I don't know that one quite as well as she does. But I do love Jerry. He shows up in Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
I do know that. All right, on with the list. Number 4, my number 4th favorite Pixar short is Lifted, the alien abduction driver's test short. It was before Ratatouille. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember most of my Pixar movies by the short that was before them. You could probably quiz me on any day, and I'd be good at that because I can retain that information, but I can't remember the name of the person I met 2 minutes ago. So what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Piper, which is, I know is going to be higher on your list.
Yeah.
I love Piper, but all of the other ones, I had like a lot of like really specific like nostalgia or something for, and Piper I adore, but I haven't known Piper as long.
I love Piper. Yeah. Do you remember what Piper was before?
Yeah, Finding Dory.
Finding Dory. Good.
That's easy to remember because they're both at the ocean.
We can stay married. My number 3 favorite. I didn't let you know that there was this much writing on it.
I did not.
We have lawyers standing by. So my number 3, I didn't do it on purpose that time. My number 3 is Presto, which we just watched the other night, and it really holds up. There was a plushie and a little figure of the rabbit Alec that I could have bought once, and I didn't, and I've regretted it since. He's on like eBay and stuff, but for very ridiculous prices. So, all right, what's your number third?
My number 3 one.
I don't remember what numbers are anymore.
Mine is Your Friend the Rat, which is
I knew that was going to be on yours.
The bonus short on the Ratatouille DVD that I watched religiously.
And she can quote
I know the whole
verbatim
song.
anytime.
Yeah. I love that. We had an in-car DVD player when I was a kid, and it was short enough that we could watch it on the way to the grocery store. So I watched it a lot. It's one of my
Again,
things.
I don't know that one as well either, because the DVD shorts weren't always my jam. My number 2 is Piper. You knew it was going to be higher. I love her so much. Or him. I'm not really sure if Piper's a
baby.
boy or a girl. I cry instantly when I think about
Yeah.
Piper. I think it's still in the Epcot Pixar Short Film Festival that they have, where you can go and the seats move and the lights
Yeah.
change and things. So that makes it even more
Immersive.
and makes me even more emotional. I just love her so much. Okay, what's next for you?
Okay, number 2 is Lava, because I'm squishy
Yes.
about Lava, because it makes me think of him, and it's just so sweet. I'm like I like princess movies. I'm a romantic, so it gets me. They're just they're adorable, and I just want them to kiss.
So now we do our honorable mentions. Yes, we do our
Okay,
honorable
okay.
mentions before we
I
do our
revealed one of
number
mine
one.
already.
Yeah. So my honorable mentions are Lava and Knick Knack,
Oh, Knick Knack is
Which-
fun. I like the song.
which is I believe before Finding Nemo.
Is it?
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, I don't know. For some
It's
reason
much older.
I thought it was in
but
front of
they
Toy Story, but
repurposed
it might have
in
been on like
front
a
of-
Toy Story DVD or something I had
Let's
as a kid.
see. I'll do. We have the internet. I will
Okay.
figure it out. Knick Knack's back there somewhere.
Yeah, he is. He's in his little
Oh, he's
his
right
little
here.
bubble.
It is from 1989,
Mm-hmm.
and it is. They changed it a little bit when they put it in front of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the mermaid is very busty in the original.
Should a reduction.
Yes. In theaters 2003 with Finding Nemo. Here's an Easter egg for you. If you look in Toy Story at the staff meeting, the books behind Woody, one of them is Knick Knack. You didn't ask for it, but you can't shut me up when I get to talking about the Pixar shorts, especially my generation. All right, so your honorable mentions?
Yes. So I had Lou, which is one of your favorites, and then Jack Jack Attack.
Jack's.
That one
really
just
good.
it makes me laugh. I work with children, so I relate. That you get to the point where you just sit there with the fire extinguisher and no sleep.
And there are deleted scenes from Incredibles 2 with Kari in it that I
Watch those if you
absolutely
haven't.
wish there was time to have her in, because Kari's probably one of the best things about the Incredibles.
Yeah.
But so are we down to number ones
Yeah, it's just
now?
the winners.
Just our number one.
Yeah.
So my number. Do you want to guess what my number one is?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
feel
not going to
like-
help you.
No, I feel like you would have already mentioned it.
No.
So I'm a little. Wait. The birds.
For the Birds, which
The
was
Birds.
before Monsters Incorporated. And Audrey's number one is...
Have you seen it
I have
already?
not. I've
Okay.
intentionally tried not to look.
Okay.
Audrey's number one... Is anything going to help me
No,
back here?
there's not a at least as far as I know, a little figure for this one.
I'm going to have to look at the list again, because... I can't say... I thought Your Friend the Rat was going to be your number
Oh no,
one.
this is the one that affects my daily life.
That affects your daily life.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think about it constantly.
What does that mean?
Once you find out, you'll know.
What? It affects your daily life. You think about it every day.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Is the one I think about every day is Bo, because he gets his head bitten off, and that still traumatizes me.
No, it's not traumatizing.
I remember.
It's sweet.
I remember the audience screaming when we saw that. And it's probably pronounced bow, and I've just embarrassed myself. But I'm
They
gonna-
don't say it in the short. That's the hard thing.
Gosh, the Blue Umbrella.
Yes.
That's your favorite one. We
Yes.
just watched that the other night.
I love the Blue Umbrella. It's my absolute favorite. It has two things that I always enjoy, which is I like a romance story, and I like that they get together at the end and it's adorable, and I like that the little rain boots match, and then seeing faces and everything being alive all the time, constantly.
What,
any-
in this house?
Any 3 circles is a face. Our glove compartment in our car, I used to open it and it looked like a mouth, so I'd always be like, bah.
There's a name for that.
There is?
Name for seeing faces in inanimate object. The psychological phenomenon that causes people to see patterns in a random stimulus. This often leads to people assigning human characteristics to objects. Usually this is simplified to people seeing faces. How do you pronounce that, though?
I bet you could look up pronunciation.
Pareidolia.
Yeah.
Pareidolia. Not paranoia, that's different.
No, pareidolia. I have that aggressively all the time. Everything's a face all the time. Even if something doesn't have a face, we can
make a face out of it.
Well, even like at all, it doesn't have to have any sort of face. I'm totally one of those people that like everything is like alive and sentient.
That's why we don't have a Roomba, because I'd feel bad for the poor guy working. I've
Yeah.
watched Wall-E. I know
Yeah.
how they feel.
I don't know. Mo's pretty committed to his little job. Maybe it'd make it happy.
I need a Mo for the shelf, too.
Yeah.
All right, friends, that is our top 5 Pixar shorts of all time for us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in a bit with another episode. Anything else you need to add?
Watch bonus features on your Pixar DVDs. If you have DVDs anymore, I do.
I mean, they're also
Blu-rays.
all on Disney Plus now as well. All of the shorts, even the ones from the DVDs, are so much easier to get to now.
Okay. I
Kids
guess just,
these days!
just stream them.
Yes,
then,
stream some Pixar things and make yourself happy. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and...
Take your meds.
That's good. I like that.
That's a good...
That's just a good rule.
I don't even have meds. I should, but I don't.
Especially if you're seeing faces everywhere.
I don't know. Is that a problem?